I want y'all to take a very good look at this map right here. And then look at the title of the map at the top of the screen. Mass shootings in the U.S. in 2019. These are the locations of every mass shooting that has happened from the beginning of this year up until the most recent one that happened in Colorado, which was on May 7th. I believe the first one was documented on January 24th, the most recent being May 7th, 2019. And in these red dots that you see on your screen is the number of which mass shooting happened in numerical order. Right here in Colorado, which is the most recent one, 115. There has been, since January of this year, 115 mass shootings in the establishment. Now, if you look right over here in this area right here, this is where the majority of them have occurred. There's literally been a mass shooting in every single state in 2019, with the exception of Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa. Looks like it's Vermont, maybe New Hampshire, and I'm not sure if it's New York or not, but possibly New York. But everywhere else, there has been a mass shooting. But if you look over in California, being that California is such a big state, look at how many happened in just the state of California alone. Plenty, a lot of them. It's so many that they have stacked the red dots on top of each other. You can't even see the number of which mass shooting that was. Now, I've covered a few mass shootings that have occurred in the last, few months. And I know that I didn't cover 115 of them. I didn't even cover probably 10. So you have mass shootings that have been going on that have gone either reported or underreported or not reported at all. And a lot of them, as you can see by this map, are not reported. And the reason I say that is because I have some of my subscribers will come to my channel and will say, Taurean, I didn't know about this mass shooting until you talked about it and where it happened at. I live near that area. So that will fall into the category of not reported. Underreported would mean that they probably talked about it one time, 1 or 2 times, and that was it. Reported means it got a lot of coverage, like what just happened in Colorado. And I think the main reason why it keeps getting reported, especially with Colorado, is because of Columbine. They always whenever something in Colorado happens as far as a mass shooting goes, they're always gonna link it back to that because that was the more notorious, I guess you could say, event. But it's amazing because Palm Colored loves to say how there's so much black on black crime this and black on black crime that. But if you kind of look at, let me see if I can zoom in here. Illinois, there's only 2 mass shootings there in Illinois. Where at in Illinois, I can't really call it, but I think I do remember talking about that one. It's only 2. Mass shooting number 84 and mass shooting number 109. And I probably talked about 109 because these have been more recent. But this is just wild here, as you can see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I might have missed. Okay, so there hasn't been any mass shootings reported out of West Virginia, and I think I said Ohio. Let's see, let's move it up here. Okay, there was one in Massachusetts, none in Connecticut, none in Rhode Island, there is none in New York, like I said, none in Maine, none in Vermont. But let me move over to California right quick. Because that one right there, whew, look at this. Look at this. Let me see if I can zoom in some more. All of this is California. All of these, California, California. All around Los Angeles, California, California. Most of the mass shootings, as you can see, it goes all the way down to here. To the point where it's practically on the Mexican border. All the way down here. That thing says Mexicali. And then you see Arizona right there, and then you have 2 in Vegas. But California takes the cake as far as the state that has the most mass shootings to come from one particular state. Let me see what my state is looking like over in Maryland. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. It looks like it could be about 6 that happened in my state, but I bet you none of them was in PG County. Let's see. I see one near Rockville that's mostly white. Let me scroll in zoom in some more. Well, this one, I can't really tell. Let me see if I can zoom in some more. Number 31. Let's see. Southeast Washington. That's more DC. That's not Maryland. But let me go up here to more northern Maryland, and I'm seeing a lot of surrounding Baltimore areas. Yeah, for the most part, these are mostly like white predominant areas, because that's more of the city or the county for Baltimore, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, very interesting indeed. And we ain't got to talk about Florida. We already know how Florida get down. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention so y'all could see how these mass shootings are and pinpoint the number in which they occurred in. It's so many on here, I can't even determine where the first one happened. But I can see where the last one happened, in Colorado. They got a lot going on between these mass shootings and that opioid plague and them low birth rates. They got too much going on to be worried about us, but they'll continue to talk about us and talk about black on black crime this and black on black crime that, and 13% of the population and 50% of the crime and the prison incarceration rate and all of that shit. And they got all of this just floating around up in here. Montana is the only state that had a mass shooting where it was only one that happened in New Mexico. Everyone else had multiple shootings. And I take that back, in Kansas. Everywhere else had pretty much multiple occurrences. But that California, though, they take the cake. They literally ate up the entire West Coast as far as mass shootings are concerned. But this doesn't surprise me one bit. All you got to do is look at the demographic of these areas and it'll pretty much tell you everything you need to know. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention right quick. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.